Okay, here's the new harness. Okay, now that harness, I just call it a harness. Okay, they put a little plastic goodie on the red wire because sometimes you don't use the red. Sometimes you're going to go up there, you may only see a black and white, but there's a red wire up there too, so I'm going to use that. But if you didn't, you would just leave this little rubber cap on there. Okay, and I'm going to keep that rubber cap. This kind of slick if you ever want to put it on something that you're not going to use, let's say. And this old or this new harness is probably almost the same. Well, I guess it might be different. See, this is the harness assembly that I just took down. It looks pretty much similar to this, but I'm not going to take any chances. I'm not going to use the old harness because it may not snap in there exact, even though it's from the same company and everything. But I am going to use the new harness. Don't use old ones, okay? And this is how this comes. See this is like a shower cap. These are pretty cool. You want to keep these, okay? If you ever do any painting, spray painting in your house or something, your smoke alarm may go off. And if you've got painters and they want to spray your walls and stuff, and if somebody's already installed your smoke alarms, or if it's existing house and they're going to spray your house again, and instead of rolling it, and if they decide not to take these down, if you had some covers like this, you can put it on there, or you can put masking tape and plastic over them and stuff. But lots of times the smoke alarms will go off just because of the dust, of the paint dust in spray, the overspray in the atmosphere. Because I had a house done and they went off. But see, if it's new construction, see what it says? Do not remove dust cover until all construction has been completed for at least 24 hours. Drywall, painting, varnishing, mounting, plate install, etc. Construction dust and chemicals can cause contamination and false alarms. Ooh, that's good to know too. Okay, and so you want to be careful with that. And before I get ready to install this, I'm going to look at it and see. Here is where the date of install. You can put the date there that you installed it, and then replace by, and then I would put 10, whatever today's date is, whatever year, and then 10 years later, you can put the date on that. And then when I put that up there, I'm probably gonna, I'll write that in pen or something, and I probably don't want it out so I can see it, so I'll probably try to face it so it faces the wall or that wall or that wall or something like that, so I don't have to see that. You see what I mean? But I'm getting ahead of myself. My next step is to put this up, okay? And I know I've got 3 wires up there, a red wire, a white wire, a black wire. Son of a gun, that's all I got here. So I'm gonna pull that off, I'm gonna save that. This is all ready to be installed, just like that, okay? So that's our next step. Very simple. You don't have to be an electrician to do this. If those wires were hot up there, if you can't find the electrical breaker, you can take one out at a time if you want, but I would highly recommend not doing that. I don't like to tell people, oh, you can do something that's hot, but if you're in a condo complex and you don't know where the electrical panel is, maybe you don't have a sub panel in your rental or a duplex or something like that, or it's in a locked area where your sub panel is. If you really want to, you call up maintenance and tell them to turn off the system so that you can replace your smoke alarms or install your smoke alarms to the hardwired system, whatever. Or you can do them one at a time, one wire at a time. Even though my power's off, I'm still going to do it one at a time. I'm still going to do it one at a time. The easiest one first. My black, I guess I'll do that. And I'm just going to use the wire nuts that they have up here. And funny, they used to give you wire nuts with the smoke alarms. This smoke alarm didn't come with any wire nuts. but that's okay. I'm using the existing wire nuts. If this is the first install, obviously you're going to have to provide your own wire nuts. And because there's 3 black solid wires up here, you've got to use the red wire nut. There's no way a yellow will work or an orange will work. Okay, so I've got the black, now I'm going to do the white. The electricians did me a favor. They twisted all 3 wires together so they don't kind of fall out all over the place. But if they do, you can reposition them. Okay. Get it tight, pull on the stranded wire, and make sure that it's snug, okay? Sometimes, believe it or not, it may not be snug. It may come right out. It might just be however the wire got attached up in there and all that. Okay, this wire harness happens to be black, white, and yellow. And you black to black, white to white. The yellow is going to be to the red wire. Okay, so there's my old harness, my initial harness from years ago. And I'll bet you on that one, the person had a smoke and carbon monoxide combo smoke alarm installed up here. And the next person, they thought, what's the difference? I'm just going to do it. They may not have known that they could have easily gotten a smoke alarm, carbon monoxide combo smoke alarm and installed there. Or maybe they knew, and they thought, I don't want to spend the extra money, because that's the regular smoke alarms are maybe 30 some odd dollars, and it depends. You can find them for all different kinds of prices, but this combo smoke alarm carbon monoxide unit that I'm going to be installing was close to $60. So see, they're about maybe $25, $30 more than a regular smoke alarm. So whoever installed them, they might have thought, I don't need that. I don't use the oven anyways, the gas oven or whatever. Hey, it doesn't matter if you don't use the gas oven. It matters if the thing ever leaks. You know what I mean? Okay. So now I'm going to push these wires back up how they were before, and the red only had 2 red wires coming out. So that's why they got a yellow wire nut here on that one, okay? And so I'm gonna push this up pretty much how they had it before, right up in there. And let's see, okay, they had that pushed up like that, as I remember. Okay, just get it up there the best you can, okay? And this one folded up this way, remember. So now all you've got is this sticking out. That's all you need, okay? You don't want your wire nuts sticking down here, because you got to have this little bit flexible enough and pushing up, and kind of leave it in the middle the best you can. So when you push everything up, it'll have enough room to just fishtail right on up there. Okay? How hard was that? It wasn't very hard, was it? Okay? See, you don't have to hire an electrician to come out here to replace your smoke alarms. Do it yourself and save that money. Well, that's all I have for this time. But I'll be back with more videos.